Hello, my Basset Hound friends and Lumipie cuties. Mark Z Punk Gamer, also known as Markapunk, back with another re-ranking. Yes, I got appropriate colors, so it's blue and green for this one. So if you guys remember my lead equalizer, so from my last video I did, and yeah, I am re-ranking Soulfly once again, because they just released their new album last year, and you guys want to hear my thoughts instead of Prism Miller's thoughts on it. So, my ranking is going to be freaking different than my old one, trust me. So, a lot has changed since my old one, so, as my original ranking, so this is going to be a fun one. So, prepare to be disappointed, so, a warning about that, because everything's going to change, so don't get pissed at me and all that. There's different types of style I do like and all that stuff as well. And I got my blue and green lead my lead equalizer ready to go here. So, so I'm gonna get started from 12 to 1, worst to best as usual. You guys know how this goes on studio albums. So, let's get started. My number 12 of my least favorite, I think is the worst album by far in this new re-ranking of Soulfly, is going to be Omen album. Oh my god, this one. I think this has the most horrendous vocals in my opinion on this one. So, Omen is actually my least favorite out of all the Soulfly albums. The only couple of songs I do give credit and I think are memorable in my opinion are Bloodbath and Beyond, and lastly Soulfly VII Instrumental. So, yeah, Soulfly 7. In my own opinion. So, yeah, this is probably the worst Soulfly album out of all of them, guys. So, I will happily put this at my number 12, is Omen. And now we're gonna go way, way back at what I'm gonna put as my number 11 second least favorite now is actually going to be their self-titled 1998 debut. So, sorry, that changed. Oh boy, this turns out to be my second least favorite now. So, the songs I think are pretty memorable from memory is Eye for an Eye, First Commandment, Bumbleclut, and Soulfly Instrumental. I like all the Soulfly instrumentals in all these albums, by the way. So, Carmageddon, and there's also instrumental at the end, the last track, so track 15. So yeah, this turns out to be my second least favorite. So their 98 self-titled debut. I know that's where they first started in the nu metal genre. I know nu metal genre died out years later. So yes, they're still bringing nu metal back slowly. So it's one of my favorite genres, but this is not one of them, guys. It's really not. So this turns out to be my second least favorite. So, my number 11th pick is going to be Soulfly 1998 self-titled debut. Okay, my number 10th pick for this ranking is actually the one following up to it, is Primitive album. So, I like this one a tad bit better. So, it's still a nu metal genre for this band. So, the songs I think are memorable, I think there's 5 of them that are memorable tracks to me. So, Pain, Jump the Fuck Up, Terrace, Soulfly 2 Instrumental, and lastly Fly High. So those are the only 5 tracks I can remember from memory that are memorable, in my opinion, on their second album. And yeah, I'm gonna put, for my number 10 is Primitives. So let's just continue on, guys. My number 9th pick is going to be the 3 album, their third album. Just to put it in the joke. So yeah, number 3 album, so that's what it's called. So this one's getting okay around here in my least, so this one's a decent one to go through. So they're not done with the nu metal genre yet until the next one. So yeah, the 3 album, another decent one. So I have 6 tracks I think are memorable on this one. So Doomstroy, Downstroy, Interfaith, One Nation, Sacred Right cover, which is awesome by the way, 4 elements. Soulfly 3 instrumental, awesome, and Zombie instrumental. So 3, I think it's a little bit memorable out of all the new metal era Soulfly albums. I think this one's a little bit memorable in my opinion. Honestly, my number 9th pick is gonna be 3. Uno, dos, tres. Please don't hate me for my next ones in this ranking around the middle. So here we go. My number 8th pick is gonna be Conqueror. I know this one received high reviews from Wikipedia, so I'm gonna put this one in the middle of my ranking somewhere. So this one's pretty cool. It's another decently cool album I do enjoy going through, but it's far from my favorite. So the songs that are memorable, I think, is Unleash, Warmageddon, Rough, Fall of the Sycophants, Doom, and lastly Soulfly 4 instrumental. So, oh wait, Soulfly 6 instrumental. There you go. I almost messed that up. So, and yeah, I can have a decent enough okay time with this one, Conqueror. So, my number 8th position is actually going to be Conqueror. Number 7th pick for this ranking is going to be Archangel. Yeah, I can tell his vocals are getting a bit tired and not fully vocalized, I would say, on this album, Archangel. So, not much power, I can tell from this by listening to it. But it's another decently good one to go past with in my ranking. So I have, I think, 7 songs I think are memorable from this album. So here we go. We Sold Our Souls to Metal. Awesome song. Archangel. There you go. That's the title of the song. Sodomites. Ishtar Rising. Shamash. Titans. And lastly, Mother of Dragons. So those are the only 7 songs that are memorable from Archangel album. So, I can have a good enough time with this. It's in the happy middle of this ranking. So my number 7th pick is going to be Archangel. My number 6th pick for this ranking is now Enslaved album. Why did this make it in a little bit top in my ranking? Well, this one has a little bit a quality to this one. I think it's pretty memorable because I like, how many tracks I like? So I like 8 tracks in this one, so this is why it bumped up for me a little bit in the 6th in my ranking. So here we go. Resistance, World Scum, Intervention, Gladiator, Legions, American Steel's an awesome song, by the way. You should check it out. I think it's pretty cool. Plata o Plamo, awesome song. Revengeance. Yeah, those are the 8 memorable tracks from Enslaved in my opinion. So it has a cooler tone in this one than the last one in my opinion. Pretty much cooler tone overall. So my number 6 pick is going to be Enslaved. Alright, my best sound friends and Limp Cuties, these are my top 5. So this is going to be interesting here on out where my placement's going to be. My number 5 pick for this ranking is going to be Savages, so pretty savage indeed for this one. So this made it to my number 5, my top 5 positions. So this one, I have a little bit of enjoyment on this one. This one, I like 9 tracks from this one I think are memorable. So Bloodshed's cool. Cannibal Holocaust, not to reference the movie, or did they reference the movie from this song? Pretty cool. Fallen. Atolla of Rock and Rolla, cool song. Master of Savagery. Spiral, not the Godsmack's version of Spiral. So this is Violence and you know the last track is track 10. So sorry I can't pronounce things right, guys. I have trouble pronouncing things sometimes. But anyway, yeah. There's another reason this is in my number 5 because there's no Soulfly instrumental in this album. Not one Soulfly instrumental is on this one. I think this is the only one too. I might be wrong, so this is the only album that doesn't have a Soulfly instrumental. So, well, at least it made it to my top 5, right? But anyway, my number 5th position, I have to give it to Savages. We're getting close to the end, my best sound friends and Lemon Pie Cuties. My number 4th pick for this ranking, that actually has a Soulfly instrumental in this album. It's called Prophecy album. This is their 4th album that came out with, the Prophecy. So they're done with the nu metal genre since it died out. So they changed different genres in the Prophecy album, which is pretty cool. In my opinion, this is a good enough time to go through this Soulfly album, Prophecy. Pretty awesome. So how many tracks did I do like from this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 tracks on this one I think are memorable. Yes, including the Soulfly 4 instrumental. So here we go. Prophecy, Living Sacrifice, Execution Style, Defeat You, you know, like, whatever, it's you. Mars, awesome, I Believe, Born Against Anarchist, In the Meantime, Helmet Cover, pretty cool, and yeah, I've already mentioned this before, Soulfly 4 instrumental. So, yeah, this is when Soulfly changed their different genres after they're done with nu metal genre. So this one's pretty cool in my opinion. And it made it to my top 4. I can enjoy listening to. So my number 4 is going to be Prophecy. Okay, my top 3 is going to change a lot slightly since my old one because everything's going to change here on out. So you guys know the whole deal. So my number 3 bronze medal winner is actually going to go to Dark Ages this time. So this made it to my top 3, don't worry. So I had a little bit less interest in this one now. So this was originally my number 1 favorite, but not anymore. This made it to my top 3. So my number 3 position of the bronze medal. So songs are actually memorable here. So the Dark Ages instrumental, I like the opening instrumental to this album. Babylon. Good Morning Babylon. So there you go. I, Carved Inside. Arise Again. Frontlines. Riot Starter. Feel the Hate, and lastly Soulfly 5 instrumental. Pretty awesome. But it went down to my 3 position because I'm getting a little bit less interested by the moment on this one. Sorry guys. So that changed. So my number 3 bronze medal winner, unfortunately, I have to give it to Dark Ages. So originally I liked this one in my number 1, but sadly not anymore. So let's go to the number 2 silver medal winner, shall we? Alright, my number 2 silver medal winner. This bumped up a little bit for me. I haven't talked about this because I want to talk about their actual latest one that I'm talking about right now. So it's their Totem album, sorry. Not Toto. God, I'm an idiot. So I'm naming another band that... Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, the album's called Totem, so their latest one from last year. I actually quite enjoyed this one, actually, in my own opinion. I think it's pretty kick-ass. This made it to my top of my ranking. I actually enjoyed Totem. So the songs I actually know are memorable from this one, from their latest one last year, so here we go. Superstition, Scoring the Vile, Filth Upon Filth, Rotten Pain, Totem, there's the actual title song, Ancestors, Ecstasy of Gold, pretty cool, and the Soulfly instrumental, so XII instrumental. I always like the Soulfly instrumentals, come on guys, give me a break. So, and lastly, Spirit Animal. So, this one I can enjoy going through, their new one. Pretty cool Soulfly new album in my opinion. And made it to my top. And pretty cool in my opinion from last year. So, when I'm re-ranking this until now, year later. Ooh, going off topic here. Yeah, my number 2 silver winner, I have to give it to the new kid on the block is Totem. Finally, my best sound friends and the Lemon Pie Cuties. My #1 gold medal winner, which, spoilers, I like all the tracks this time, which I think is the best Soulfly album they ever made, in my own controversial opinion. I think this might be their best one. That made it to my #1, which is actually going to be Ritual. So, surprising, huh? So, I started to get into it a second time, and I actually like all the tracks from it. I'm not even kidding, guys. So, this is my #1 gold medal favorite. I like all the tracks, so I'll name all 10 of them to you guys, since this is actually going to be fun. So, Ritual, Dead Behind the Eyes, The Summoning, Evil Empowered, Under Rapture, Demonized, Blood on the Street, Bite the Bullet, Feedback, exclamation point, and lastly, Soulfly 10 instrumental. Pretty awesome, actually. I actually pronounced the XI right. So there you go. Sorry, my best sound friends and Lemon Pie Cuties. This is my #1 favorite Soulfly album. I think is the best. Is definitely the Ritual album. I think it's pretty cool in my opinion, out of all 12 of them. And yes, in my own controversial opinion, in this re-ranking. So my #1 gold medal winner, unfortunately, it's going to be the Ritual album. So there you go. And I hope you best sound friends and Lemon Pie Cuties enjoyed the re-ranking of Soulfly studio albums. So yeah, I know this took me so long to get to it, so there you go. My different opinion on it and all that. So there's your different opinion on the 12 albums instead of 11. So I wonder what my next re-rank is going to be. Oh yeah, Godsmack is another re-rank, so is Metallica. I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually looking forward to Godsmack's new one. And I hope, to God, it's not a horrible one like the last one. Holy shit. And all that stuff. Alright, I'm going to end this video here. Subscribe to me if you haven't. Click the bell to get notified on our next video, and comment a like about this re-ranking the Soulfly studio albums worst to best, and also share this, and make sure you like it as well, and click the bell to get all my notifications, all that shitty stuff, and I will see you best sound friends and Lemon Pie Cuties on my next studio album ranking and my future re-rankings, and I will see you later.